Hey, how's it going, everybody? So today I'm going to be doing a quick tutorial on how to stereoize guitars or any instrument, vocal, whatever you need using the Haas effect. So the Haas effect is when two identical signals are summed together or played together, and one signal is less than 40 milliseconds out of time with the original signal. So essentially, what this does is it creates a stereo effect. It's kind of a little ear trick that makes you perceive a signal as stereo, even though it is just two mono signals panned left and right with one slightly delayed from the other. So we're going to start here with this guitar I recorded, just something basic. I admittedly am not the greatest guitar player of all time, but I just recorded this for the example. So let's go ahead and listen to the example here. Okay, so as you probably noticed, this guitar is very mono, kind of right down the middle. So if I wanted to make this guitar stereo, I would pan one to the left here, and then I would duplicate the track, which I've already done here, and pan it to the right. Now, if we just do this, it's not going to sound very stereo, just because it's the identical signal and they're both playing at the same time. Still sounds pretty mono. There's not really anything going on there. So what I've done here, I just use the time adjust plugin in Pro Tools. You can use other delay plugins and other DAWs. I just find in Pro Tools this is the easiest one for me to use for this application. So I just set the delay to 193 samples here. And then I also flip the phase. This is not always necessary, but a lot of the time you need to do this just to make sure everything's phase aligned and sounding correct, because you'll get some weird filtering effects, which I'll talk about here in just a second. So by delaying it just this right side here at 193 samples, you'll hear a lot more of a stereo effect on these guitars. Okay, so as you can probably tell, it sounds a lot wider, a lot more stereo. Now, there are some caveats when it comes to using the Haas effect to get this stereo signal going on here. A lot of times you'll get comb filtering. Essentially what comb filtering is when a signal reaches the same destination at two different times, the signals will overlap, and that causes either boosting or cutting at certain frequencies. These frequencies just kind of depend on the signal and how it's reaching your ears and the timing that it's reaching your ears. So I'm just going to play with this sample number here on the delay, so you guys can kind of hear the difference between higher or lower sample differences. Okay, so you can kind of hear how that signal changes depending on the difference in the samples on the right side of the guitar. I just left it at 165 and around there, just because that's what sounded best to my ear. Also, I use the phase flip function on the time adjust plugin here, and I'll let you hear the difference with and without it. I think it does sound a lot better with it engaged. This is just causing loss of signal due to the comb filtering effect whenever this isn't engaged. Okay, so I would like to show another example of how you could do this with a different plugin. I didn't make this the main part of the tutorial because not everyone's going to have this plugin, but this is just something that I use pretty often. So I don't have too many tracks taking up my workspace here. So if you sum both left and right, the left and right guitar down to a stereo track, you can use this plugin by SSL here. If you have the Slate Digital Bundle, or just have bought this plugin, you can use this. And on a stereo track, it has a left and right option here. So I just went to the left side on this plugin and adjusted the delay to 22 milliseconds, which is less than 40, causing the Haas effect. So essentially, this is just creating the same effect that I did with those two guitar tracks, just on one guitar track. It's not necessary, but I just thought it was an interesting little tip I could throw here at the end of the video. Excuse me. So I'll let you guys listen to that. It sounds very similar to the previous example. Yeah, so that's just about it for today's tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to leave a comment, like, and subscribe, all that kind of stuff. You know the usual. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day.